The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipe Man.
Happy Monday! And we're here, and this is the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio and the UEC Military Freedom Network. I'm here with my co-host, the Louisiana Cracker correspondent, Rebel Medler.
Hello, everyone.
And then we have behind the board the Chadster there.
See, that's me.
See, senor. And then we have a very special guest here for our show. I'm very, very excited. I have something here that is absolutely amazing. I can't believe nobody else has thought of it before. And as somebody who is a former surfer and loves the ocean but hates the beach itself, like I like the beach, I just don't like the sand. That's why I'm from the Jersey Shore. I like Jersey beaches much better. You go from the ocean to the boardwalk instead of the beach. Hang out on the boardwalk. Hey, who wants to sit down in a hot sun on hot sand and do nothing? I don't see what the excitement of that is. And bake in the sun. Like, just go jump in your oven. That's all. What do you need to go out to the beach for?
And then put oil on your face.
It'll cost you less, when you're suffering from skin cancer and all.
Well, that's true. So we have this mighty cool patented, you would call it a beach towel, we call it a mat. And like a placement mat. And it's very, very cool. So I'd like to welcome to the show the inventor of this great product. And welcome to the show, Paul.
Thank you, Dean. Pleasure being here.
So why don't you tell everybody who you are, what your company is, and what this great concoction is?
More than happy to. This is an idea I came up over 28 years ago as a visitor down to South Florida, walking on the beach with some friends, and the light bulb went off. What a great product to have where you could secure your towel, your beach towel, or beach blanket, in fact, onto the sand so it doesn't blow around in the wind. You don't get sand on it, since that's so annoying to most people that visit the beaches. So I came up with this idea. It kind of festered in my brain for many, many years and decided to do something about it. When a door closed on a business that I had been working for was closing, I decided to give this a go. We've been up and running for a year. Business is pretty good. And again, this is a product, the patent that has just recently come my way. It's a six 4x4 pouches on the bottom corners of the towel that allows you to put sand in it. If you are at the beach or if you're at a lake or whatever, you can use dirt if necessary. And it secures your towel to the ground.
That's phenomenal because, it is always a funny scenario. It's not a funny scenario when it happens to you. It's funny watching somebody else when they're sitting there and the towel flips up on them, or they're trying to move the towel or place it down, and they can never get it down because the wind keeps blowing it.
Yeah,
get one side down and the other side flies up. It's like a Laurel and Hardy routine.
Well, that's when the idea came. I noticed as I was tucking the towel into the sand in 20 some odd years ago, that everybody around me was doing the exact same thing. And it's just pretty amazing that this product serves that purpose.
Why do you think, and I have my own answer, why do you think nobody thought of this before?
I think it's one of those things that everyone thinks that somebody else has already come up with it because it's a simple idea, it's a simple concept, but either people figured somebody else had already come up with the idea or they didn't have the ability or the support team to allow this to become a product that is actually out there on the market now.
This is a perfect Shark Tank product.
Yeah, that's a separate question for another day.
Yes, what's your question, Rebel?
Okay, is it attached to the blanket, or is this a device you put the blanket or towel in?
Yeah, no, Rebel, the pouches are, it's 4x4 nylon that is sewn to the bottom corners the top two corners, left side and right side, and it's actually sewn into the towel. It's got
And
a
these are machine washable?
Yes, absolutely. It's a 100% cotton fiber reactive towel that's got some neat designs currently. There's a number of products coming out in the future, some new designs that I'm working on, and some licensing.
Very nice, very nice.
And it is. I'm looking at it right now. It is so freaking cool because, what a hassle. And especially here in South Florida where the wind's always kind of kicking up. And
When it's not raining.
Anywhere that, even when it's raining. And anywhere that there's a beach, usually it's windier at the beach. You know about that in Louisiana, right?
Yes, it might have something to do with the waves coming in to the beach.
I'm just saying because all the hurricanes you guys get.
Look, stop it.
Well, we get them too.
Yeah, you've had it worse than us.
But I'm saying you get them, so you must know about wind coming off the beach.
We do.
Hey, Rebel, I need you to check out www.sandsecure.com.
Okay, let me put that in the chat room so everybody can do it. And it's, what is it again?
It's www.sandsecure.com. There's a lot of new exciting things coming down the road, and this is just the beginning.
Absolutely, and it is really, really incredible. And not only that, it's a nice towel, so you'd want it anyway, just to look cool at the beach. Forget everything else. You want to look cool at the beach, but more importantly, it is what a great idea. I think everybody needs to have one. And I am surprised. You're right, though. It's the simplest things. Go back to the pet rock.
Exactly.
Who would ever think of getting a rock and making it a pet?
Or a whiteout.
That's right. And do you know what the greatest mistake in history is?
What's that?
Post-it notes.
Oh,
Do you know that was a mistake?
Oh, really?
Yes. Basically, the inventor of Post-it notes was designing the strongest glue. This was the goal. Designing the strongest glue ever. And it wasn't working.
Interesting.
And that's how this glue that he was trying to design, would make super glue seem weak. That's what Post-it came out to. And that was the mistake that happened that turned into
a fortune.
Multi-billion-dollar industry.
Absolutely.
It's funny, even on computers they have Post-it notes. That's how big Post-it notes are. And I think this is the same thing right here because everybody should have one. And you know what else is good too? Let's say you are a surfer, okay? What you generally do is you go to the beach, you put your towel down, put your stuff on the towel, and hope while you're surfing that your stuff doesn't blow away.
Right, correct.
So that's even another great feature of this because your stuff is not going to blow away because it's weighted down on the sand. And I'll tell you, if you go to the beach and you have one of these, everybody around you is going to be jealous because you're just going to be sitting there relaxing, no sand getting all over you, while all these other people are fighting with their towel like some comedy routine.
If you check out on the website, if you check out the video on YouTube, it's exactly that. It's a couple on the beach. One has the sand-secured beach towel. The other one doesn't. And it shows you exactly the dilemma that this age-old problem that anybody who's ever been to the beach experiences, or to a lake, stream, wherever, there's water. And that's why this product is so versatile.
So I have a question for Chad and Rebel. If you were to get a really nice beach towel, what do you think it costs you? Not one of these, just a regular beach towel.
This is 34 by 70.
Yeah, okay. I didn't want you to give out the price yet. That's why.
A regular beach towel normally costs at least $8. A good one.
Really? We're at Walmart?
Yeah, right. Really. That's what I'm thinking.
I saw one for $3, but it wouldn't have lasted past the first day.
$8. That
I'm going 20.
I'm going to say that must be Louisiana because in Florida
he said nice.
Even at Walgreens, it's going to cost you $20 for a beach towel.
Absolutely,
I think so.
All right, so we got $20, we got $8, but she's from Louisiana, so that doesn't count.
Oh, really?
Funny. I say the nice beach towels a lot of times run up to $50 for a nice beach towel. You get a nice, good quality beach towel. people spend ridiculous amounts of money on stuff like that.
Absolutely.
People are crazy.
So, if you could buy one for the price of or less, even in Louisiana, and have this convenience and everything else, so what does this cost?
$19.99 plus shipping and handling.
As seen on the Adventures of Pipe Man show.
Absolutely.
So it's only $20. I'm feeling it. It's definitely top quality towel. There are two designs. One is a palm tree and one is a starfish.
Starfish.
Yeah.
I like the palm tree the better.
Well,
My personal preference.
Okay, so let me direct you to the link where you're going to put your credit card information in, and you're going to pick the starfish out then.
No, the palm trees.
I meant the palm tree.
And I'll ship it right out.
They are 100% cotton fiber reactive towel. What does that mean, cotton fiber reactive?
That means that during the process in the factory in China, they actually put the dye in, then they wash it, then they dry it, then they press it, so that in theory, and it's true, the dye will not run.
And that is important because have you ever...
That's why we took that.
Have you ever taken your shirts out of the dryer after washing them and there's blue spots all over them?
Absolutely.
That's what happens when you do not have a reactive towel. That's what happens when you buy the $8 towel from the dollar store.
Get it done.
Just saying. So,
Always got to pick.
well, no, I'm serious.
She's a rebel.
I'm serious, okay? You're buying $8 towels, you're getting some dye on
I
you.
didn't say I bought an $8
It
towel.
wouldn't. It wouldn't make it to the wash the next day.
So, tell us more about this towel and what. Give me some reasons besides what we've talked about already why I need to buy this towel right now.
Number one, first and foremost, is that it serves and solves an age-old problem, and this product is the solution. This product will keep your towel from blowing in the wind and will keep it secured to the ground so you don't have the problems that anybody who's ever been to the beach or the lake has had to deal with since time.
You know what other problems there have been lately? We just had the 4th of July, and there were people out at the 4th of July celebrations with the fireworks that their towel, it got windy, the towel blew up in their face, and they missed the fireworks show.
Is that so? Really?
Yeah, so now if you have this towel, that's not going to happen to you.
Absolutely. Correct.
Do you have two designs or three? I seen the palm trees and I
No,
see the starfish, but
yeah.
I see one with little birds that looks like maybe it's on the top of the palm tree.
The birds, that's the seagulls. That's on top of the palm tree, correct.
Nice. That's an awful big towel.
It's 34 by 70, and the new line that I'm in the process of, actually I just got a sample from the factory last week, and it's the same size, totally different genre, very cool, working with a gentleman to get this out there, and yeah, the two styles that are there right now, that was simply to get this thing off the ground. Had to start somewhere and picked something that I thought would be appropriate to roll out this business.
And I must say, folks, if you're sitting here listening thinking, I could probably get this towel anywhere, it sounds like.
You're not.
No. This is a patented towel. Nobody else has this. This is the only place. So if you want this towel, the only place you can go is sandsecured.com. That's SANDSECURED.com.
If you're looking at the website or if you're looking at the chat room, it's in there.
If you're looking
Go
at the
to
chat
it.
room, it's in there too.
That's excellent. Thank you.
But we want you to just go to the website.
Why don't you
right
go to the
away.
shopping cart?
Go right away. Click on that little shopping cart. It's a pretty cool looking shopping cart, and you could just buy one right now.
The Sand Secured store.
So if they buy one, when can they expect to receive it?
Well, obviously, it's in Florida. It'll be within a few days. Generally, I have them out the same day that the orders are placed. If I started seeing orders now, I'll obviously get them out in the morning. 3 to 5 days.
And your shopping is secure on the website. They use
Absolutely.
several ways to secure your transactions, so you don't have to worry at all. You can use your PayPal account if you want. Use your credit cards if you don't want to use a PayPal account. So either way you want to do it, you can do it. So can you tell us some interesting stories like you have in the video of how you've really been able to laugh at other people on the beach when you have this with you?
Well, it's just hilarious because, as was the case when I came up with this idea and the light bulb went off, I looked down the beach for miles and watching people running after their towel as it's taken off and heading into the water, looking for rocks. It's very funny watching what people are trying to use to hold down and secure their towels, and to have the solution is a great feeling.
You know, it'd be cool too. I might use it at the events that I do, because it seems that every time we do an event, it's always windy, and we're doing that, trying to find rocks everywhere to hold the tablecloth down.
Exactly.
So I'm just going to take one of these and put it on the table. That way I don't have that problem anymore. Chad's been there. What a hassle that is, right, Chad?
For what? The rocks and the sand or what?
Yeah, everything flying off the table at our events.
Oh, yeah. That's the next thing we need.
That's right. Well, he's got some things going on. We're not going to talk about it now, but
there's other products There's other products that'll be coming down the pike.
Absolutely. So, how long has this been around?
About a year.
And you just got the approval from the U.S. Patent Office
I just got the U.S. Patent Office. I got the approval, 2 weeks ago, a week ago. I'm still waiting for my international. I have 3 other patents that have all been approved. Just waiting for the documents. The only one I have in hand is the ribbon from the U.S. Patent Office. I'm just waiting for the others through my legal team.
So now let me ask you a question, too. Basically, let's say somebody is not sure, they're not ready to go on the website, or they want to just call and place the order over the phone. How would they do that?
Well, there is a phone number, but it's best that we do through email, and the website would be the best way to do it. I'm out on the road a lot. I'm not always at the office. But, of course, you could leave a message, 561-623-7152, and I would call you back as quickly as possible.
And if they want to email you, how would they do that?
You can just go to sansecure.com or sansecure@gmail. It's all listed on the website. There's information there's customer service somebody would always be available to get back to you.
What if I need my towel faster?
You want to pay, you get it quicker.
And that's just the shipping. They're not paying you, right? They're just paying the extra shipping.
It's just you want.
But they do have that option.
Absolutely.
Okay. And now I know basically it takes 7 to 10 business days normally for delivery in the United States?
That's what I have on the website, but that's really for just the protection of the company. Obviously, we want to get it to them as quickly as possible so they can use it and enjoy it and let other people know about it.
And what about if I'm in Pakistan?
It does have international. There are no notes on the website about international. It will take longer based on its final destination.
But I can still get it?
Yes.
Okay, good. I want to make sure because we have international listeners. Maybe they want one of these.
It's going to take a little bit longer than 7 to 10 business days to get it to Pakistan.
What if I want to get one for a gift for somebody else?
Great question, Dean. I do have a gift cart section where you can actually put a note, like a card, telling the from and the to and who you're giving it to for what occasion, and you pay for it, and we will send it to that individual as a gift from you. Very good question.
So tell me a little bit about you. People like to relate to the person that invented. Tell us a little bit about you, because I'm sure this hasn't been your lifelong dream to sell beach towels.
Well, indirectly, I guess maybe I am. I've been in retail for 28 years out of college, and I've always kind of been involved in textile, just as my background, and the fact that I came up with this idea so far back.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Are you trying to make a joke because you might be Jewish from New York and you were in the textile business?
No, I didn't even think of that angle, but that's very funny. But okay. I was definitely, I worked around and I walked past that section in New York City for sure every day. No, I've always had a thing about textile, and again, being in the retail field. And because I came up with this so early in my life, I was, 20-something years ago, it's just been a passion of mine, and it's just taken a long time for me to bring it out from my head and make it a reality. And it was one of the most special feelings to get that first order, as much as there were delays in getting it and the complications with dealing with other people, of which I had no control over. I wasn't behind the wheel on the ship and production and whatnot. But it was very cool to get that very first order and to have this idea come to reality. It was very cool.
I bet. I think it is very cool, and what a great way to make a living, because you are curing problems for people in a fun way.
Absolutely.
And going back to what I was saying before, see, like, I'm a New York Jew. I'm actually a New York Italian Jew, but everybody always
What a combination.
Yeah, how about that? The Jew part negotiates. If that doesn't work, then I threaten you.
Very funny.
So basically people always thought I was a jeweler, and I don't know if that's because I used to like take diamonds to hold down my towel at the beach or just a joke, but now I don't have to anymore.
That's
I just
right.
put the towel down.
Absolutely.
And I can save my $8 from buying some piece of crap towel that won't work.
He's got to pick. Oh, my God. He's got to pick.
You knew that was coming.
Of course. So how do you fill these little pouches?
Well,
Just like with a little sand shovel, or do you like stick your fingers in there and pull it in the sand?
If you have a sand, it's funny, when I was putting together the company logo, I actually had a little sand shovel that was going to be in the name Sand Secured, much like there's a yellow bucket in the letter A in sand. I had a blue sand shovel, but I decided it got too complicated. But you fill it, like I said, there are these plastic inserts that you can just fill once and only once. And when you get home, before you stick it in the wash, you just take these pouches out, put them aside, wash your towel. Next time you're going to the beach or the lake or the pond or the river or whatever, wherever there's water that you're going to, you simply slide them back in. So
it's so funny because
so you don't have to fill them with there.
You don't have to fill it. I mean, if you want to, but I tried to make an ancillary product that would be something that if for those who don't want to get their hands dirty with sand or dirt, you have an option, and that's this insertable plastic 4x4 sleeve that slides inside the bottom of the towel.
It's funny you should say that, because in the chat room someone said a little, just like little bean bags or, weights
Why don't
that
you
fill
say,
it.
wait. Let's say what they said. As you were saying, before you said that, they typed in the chat room, do you sell bean bags or weights that fit in it? To understand, people from Louisiana don't know how to read the proper way.
I know how to read. I was just making it simple because he answered the question.
Hey, Rebel, I have a very real response. When I was first toying with this from the very beginning, I was pursuing like BBs, little BBs, types of weights, but then it becomes a weapon. And that's even before I came up with this idea so long ago.
You just gave me a visual.
You don't want to swing it and it hits somebody and they lose their, there's potential of injury. So I had to come up with something that would not allow that to happen.
Yeah, because you definitely don't want
to put a weight in there,
somebody's eye out.
Right, and that becomes a company liability. So my initial thought process was something heavier, but I did not want it to become a weapon.
And you know what's cool about your towel, too? Once it's fully functional, then you actually have taken away a weapon because it can no longer be used as a rat tail now.
That would hurt.
So tell us a little more about how we've come to this day of this great towel.
I've been pursuing different types of media to get the word out. Between interactions on my website with people that have helped me along the way and the things that I try to do on a daily basis. And I thought, what better media than radio? And, so I had the pleasure of meeting Dean and putting this together for this evening. And I'm thrilled to be here.
Beautiful.
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
Can retailers purchase this for resale?
Yes.
Do they also go to the website?
In that particular case, obviously, that would be a larger size order, and that's when the phone call would be more applicable. I have my product in a couple of stores right now, and I got something new that's in the developmental stages. Hopefully, that development will happen this week, I hope, or possibly next week. I have a lot of things going on under the radar. But I've always had a hesitation to stay at a retail, because typically retailers, they want to make the markup. They don't want the business that manufactured and whose company it is. They don't want them to make the money. They want to make the money. And I have looked into a lot of big box companies, and so far I have not found it necessary to go that direction, and business being more than satisfactory at this time.
So again, let's talk about how people can contact you, find out any additional questions, find out more about the information on your website, and order the towel, or 50 of the towels.
Again, www.sandsecure.com.
So what has been your experience now using the towel? Because you're one of the people that has done the before and after. Tell me how your beach experience has changed.
Well, to be quite honest, I don't get to the beach as much as I did prior to rolling out this company, because my time is spent doing things to benefit this company. But the times that I have gone, obviously everyone comes up to me and asks me, where'd you get it? I have a good friend in Arizona who had been on vacation recently with his family, and he said everyone was coming up to him as they saw him filling these pouches and asked him where he got it, and it's generated a lot of buzz.
That's great, because it is definitely. We were talking on the phone, and I'm like, what a brilliant idea! I mean, you would have saved me a lot of hassle, and I probably would have gone to the beach even more had I had one of these things.
Absolutely.
Because that's part of the hassle, going to the beach, dealing with the sand getting all over you, and and it's funny because here's another benefit. At the end of the day, when you have the other guy's towel, whether it's $8 or $50, those towels,
you're thrown away.
Because basically they get so much sand on them that you can never get the sand out, and if God forbid you wash it, then you have sand in every bit of your clothes.
They disintegrate.
That's right. So we don't have that problem with this towel, right?
This is a really good quality product. It truly is.
Now I can't decide which one I like the best. I've been watching
That's why you need to buy both.
I got to tell you that the one that I thought would do better in sales is totally not the case, and I'm actually very surprised. But obviously, I'm happy.
Let me guess. You thought the palm tree was?
No, I during production, as I got pictures of the process of these two towels being made, which was quite interesting, and this factory is just wonderful in Shanghai. They're just wonderful people. But as I was getting pictures of the progression toward completion, I had no doubt in my mind that the Starfish would be the better seller, and never one to turn down a sale. So I'm not saying it in a derogatory way, but the best of the two is the Starfish. The palm tree. I got myself confused.
Well, you know why? People don't move to Florida for the Starfish.
Correct.
They move for the palm trees.
That's only because you can't take them from the beach.
Right.
They move for the palm trees. I'm not really sure about the seagulls and the palm trees. It's like combining the Jersey Shore with Florida beaches.
Absolutely.
I think this would be so cute lounging at a casino on the coast. I mean, this would be perfect because no one wants to sit on those.
That's only if you're in
beach
Louisiana, chairs. Folks, because we don't have a casino on the coast here, or if you're in Atlantic City.
We got them here.
Or Connecticut.
Yeah. Well, are they on the coast, though?
I
don't think they're on the coast.
Something Suns.
They are here.
Yeah.
The Mohegan Sun. I don't think it's on the coast.
Yeah, I had some good friends that were there this past weekend.
Usually in Atlantic City, you don't leave the casino because...
But I'm talking about the towel. I don't care about the casino. Being out.
Well, you brought up the casino. It brought memories.
Because I think it would be really cool and beneficial to the people at the casino to get one of these beautiful towels.
Hey, I want everybody everywhere to buy one.
You know what? I think these towels should be put down on the gaming table so that no wind flies the towel up and the chips go everywhere.
Hey, I promised somebody that I would say going out to a Weepwa in Boston, Mass.
Weepwa?
Weepwa. I actually
changed it. Is that a Boy Scout event?
I actually called it Weep Wong, but that was because of some other conversation. But a Weep Wah to a good friend up in Boston, Mass.
What's a weepwa?
Long story, don't have time.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's one of those childhood things.
I'm going to use that on my show from now on. I like that word.
My buddy Doug he knows what it's about as well, and Scotty Rock.
Well, cool beans. So, by the way, I do have a question just to get off the subject a second.
What's that?
Do you think people in Louisiana hate Yankees because they don't have a baseball team?
Absolutely.
We got the Zephyrs. I don't want to hear about
What's
it.
the Zephyrs?
Isn't that a bug?
What is a Zephyr?
The baseball team here in Louisiana.
What league do they play in? Little League?
That's not funny.
Look
it up.
There's actually a baseball team?
If you have to, does anybody have to look up the Yankees?
Or the
Look,
Giants?
Look, people.
Why would
They
you have to
play that-
look up a baseball
Well,
team?
you make it up for the quality of food you have there. How's that?
They do have some good partying at Mardi Gras, but
Never been. Always wanted to
well,
go.
that's only 1 week long. If you're in New York, you get to party all
the
year
time.
long.
Wait a minute. What do you mean 1 week long?
Whatever it
According to
is.
It's a couple of
In
weeks.
New York, it's a year long.
365.
Have you not heard of Bourbon Street?
Have you not heard of Times Square?
Have you not heard of the French
You
Market?
can't even top Times Square. Why are you even trying?
We can.
It's like, it's funny, too, we were in 4th of July, being down here watching fireworks, it's like, oh, that's nice, because, you used to go to fireworks on the Hudson, where they're across the whole Hudson, like 10 different shows, and over the Statue of Liberty, and here it's like, oh, very nice, that one that just went up in the sky.
Hey, Dean, I just thought of another application that I didn't bring up, and it just kind of hit me as you two were talking. A very dear cousin of mine down in further south, down in Florida, he uses, when he's not using the towel at the beach, he's a motorcycle enthusiast, Harley Davidson, and when he is not using it on the beach, he has these pouches filled, and he puts it over his motorcycle. He keeps the motorcycle cool.
Very cool.
So I actually have it on my website, on my YouTube, showing it on his motorcycle, which is like 3 motorcycles ago since he had that particular one. But the point is that it keeps your tank cool, keeps your seat cool, your handlebars cool, so that when you do return back to your bike, you're not, burning your you-know-what.
That's a great idea right there.
And that's a shout out to my cousin whose idea it was. Because apparently whenever he traveled on weekend events, other cycle enthusiasts would ask him where he got it, and so that's why we posted it on the YouTube as another application that I, in fact, had never thought of. It was his idea.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm just thinking I put it on my skateboard so my skateboard doesn't keep flying into the air.
On that note, you asked what the Zephyrs play.
What's
you
axe?
asked.
I heard the S is before the K, but go on.
Anyway, it's a AAA affiliate of the Miami Marlins. So whatever you affiliate the Marlins in.
Okay.
So you actually just looked that up while we were talking.
Wait a minute.
No, I pulled out the schedule.
Wait. Okay, let's focus on that for a second. The Marlins can't even get somebody in the stands, and you're going to talk about the AAA minor team, and it isn't even AA. You're talking the AAA minor team.
Is this a male or female team?
That must be Little
Male.
League.
It's male?
It's not Little League. They have the New Orleans Zephyrs, the
Isn't that water?
Dodgers, the Astros, the Rangers, the Cubs, the Cardinals, the Brewers, the
That's
Royals.
the AAA minors.
The Mets.
That's not a real baseball team.
It's a real baseball team.
Only somebody from Louisiana would call a non-professional team a real baseball
They're
team.
professional.
Do they have a stadium?
Yes, they do. Zephyrs have their very own stadium.
Was it free?
In Metairie.
Free to go?
No, it's not.
Huh. I'm going to look them up.
Well,
Look
they
up.
got to
It's
charge
called the
Louisiana
Zippers.
people because they're full enough to pay, and they're there, and they think they're at a real baseball game.
It's a good team.
When was the last time you went to see them?
I'm actually going on the 3rd of August. Wait, I think I'm going before then, too. I am going when they play... Let's see...
The Tennessee
20,
Tulips?
The 20th. Tennessee. Their team is... Let me see.
Interesting.
Tennessee. I don't know Tennessee's team.
Well,
Memphis.
You are aware that AAA minor teams are for players that are not good enough to play on the Yankees. You do realize that, right?
And again, we go into the Yankee thing. Look, you.
Well, I'm just saying, either they're up and
Red Sox. White Sox.
Either they're up and comers. The White Sox might as well even be a minor league team, but go on. Or they're people that got so terrible in the professionals that they get kicked off the team and sent back down to the minors.
Well, you know what? They still good ball players. They still put on a great game, and it's very entertaining.
I don't think Derek Jeter would be happy if he was told he was being sent to the Zephyrs.
Anybody should be proud to be on the New Orleans Zephyrs team. Thank you very much.
Spoken like a true cracker.
I got you, cracker.
That they think that they're highfalutin in the dollar store.
Well, you know what? Nobody had to pull our nose out of the smog, Yankee. Okay.
We don't have smog in New York. We don't have smog in New York. Smog is in L.A., not New York.
Well, it's got to be something because
Louisiana
all the way down
doesn't
here.
understand the dictionary language. Smog is smoke and fog. By the way, it's not pollution, just pollution. It's part pollution.
We have another question in the chat room. What is the promo code for W4CY for the sand secured beach towels?
We didn't make that one up yet.
Ah, well, there you go. Get to making, Yankee.
Oh, just say and just put in W4CY, and we'll charge you double. That way I can make some money off of it.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding. We won't charge you double. We may throw in a free Zephyr
cap.
Stop it. Knock the team.
I think the next towel he's coming up with is going to have the Zephyrs logo on it because it's a big seller.
I got to got to tell you that a lot of feedback from people about things they would like to see on the towel, and one of the biggest requests is animals. It's amazing how much people love their animals or animals, and it's something that we're looking into.
Here's an idea for you, and I won't even charge you for it. Let people send you their pictures and print their pictures on the towel. That's something no one does.
Well, there's a reason why you can't do that, and that's called supply and demand. It would be so costly to place one order for one particular picture of somebody's dog, just for an example. It can't be done.
Leave it to a cracker to come up with that idea.
Hey, if it didn't cost so much.
You know what they would do in
idea.
Louisiana? They would buy this towel, and they would go get like a sticker, to personalize it and put it on the towel.
You can't do that. It's
just
a
like
beach towel.
Just
stickers.
It's
beach
a placemat.
Yeah, we know that, but you people don't know that.
We people do know that. Thank you.
Hey, Rebel, so what do you think of this towel?
I like it. I can't decide which one I want. I might have to get both.
I told you have to get both.
I just said that. I might have to get both.
Do you frequent the beach, or are you too busy going to baseball games?
Hey, you know what? I'd take it to the baseball game with me. If I wanted to go sit out on the levee.
What would be more appropriate for Rebel, because she has 5 boyfriends.
That you know of.
So she would need 5 towels, right? Because this would be perfect for that scenario too, right?
Absolutely.
Nothing worse than a towel flying up during that scenario.
At least I don't play Madden football game while I'm doing it.
Well, I'd be sitting on this towel playing my Madden football and be comfortable.
You do that. I suppose you already got the new Madden on order.
And then at least the towel would not fly up in my face to kill the play. Of course, when I play baseball on Xbox, they don't have the Zephyrs as a choice of a team I could use. So I'm just saying, So we only have limited amount of time left on the show. I told you 50 minutes goes quick.
Absolutely.
How about that? So let's once again give out some contact info.
Yes, www.sandsecure.com. The local number is 561-623-7152. And you can go to information at sandsecure.com or customer service at sandsecure.com. and you will be somebody will get in touch with you. One of our team leaders will get in touch with you.
And so, give us some final tidbits maybe we haven't heard about today during this show about this towel, or anything you want to share with us that'll help people to want to visit your website and purchase the towel.
Well, as I said, this is one of a kind. There's nothing else out there. I would think that you would want to be the first on your block, in your community, or group of friends that would like to have this towel. It's reasonably priced. It's good quality. There's a whole bunch of new things coming down the pike, which I can't discuss right now, but this is just the beginning of an exciting company and exciting and productive future.
Now, what about for musicians that pack up their equipment in the back of their Ford Explorer and they use like something to, cover over it all, and then they have to like tuck it in to make everything snug?
They can use the towel, I guess, too.
There you go. So
Is that a reference to Chad, Heather, and Elvis?
Well, actually, what would be cool too is when he's doing a gig, because Chad performs in a country rock duo. When he's doing a gig, if it's raining out, he can take these towels and put them over, and even if the wind blows, the towels will stay over the equipment.
Absolutely.
There you go. So we can find all kinds of uses for the towel. You have any ideas for uses besides baseball games?
I told you, I think it would be really cool going out to the coast and going out with cool, beautiful towels. I think I'm just going to have both of them. I can't decide anymore. I was fond of just one, but, it's the colors are so vibrant and so wonderful. I'm just going to have both.
Rebel, the colors were more magnificent in person than I could have ever imagined. I mean, I happen to agree with you. The colors are, they're just incredible from this particular factory, and kudos to the factory because they're just beautiful colors that they were able to reproduce.
And in Louisiana, it can be used as a redneck raft.
There you go.
In the bayous. I can get my raft going in the bayous.
I can get two of them and throw them over the P-row.
And us Yankees know what that is.
That's right.
Is that like a Louisiana gyro?
Gyro.
It's not something you eat. It's a P-row.
Funny.
Look it up. It's a boat.
Hey, I want to know why when people find out that it's not pronounced gyro, that they still have to insist because they're going to... It's kind of like when people come to this country and they insist on speaking another language. I think if you're going to order it by its proper name. Why do people have to insist on still call... Well, I'm going to call... It's usually rednecks. Well, I'm going to call it gyro anyway because that's what it should sound like.
Don't they know what a gyro is? It's a contraption that spins in different directions.
Does it have to do with gyrating?
What?
Doesn't it have something to do with gyrating?
A gyroscope? Don't you know what that is?
It had
wow,
nothing
Yankee,
to do with
and you're gonna
I
rag
know
on
what
me?
that is. You don't even know what I said. That's why Paul laughed, and you're just like, you don't know what a gyroscope is?
You're just going into an area of nastiness, and I don't want to deal with you right now.
It's getting there.
So, this has been The Adventures of Pipe Man, and we have a lot of things we're going to do with this towel after the show. So, you better make sure that you go to SandSecured.com. That's SandSecured.com, and order your towel today. You'll get it. We're in the summertime. You'll get it quick enough. Again, 100% cotton fiber reactive towel. You know, it's funny. They even refer to websites as reactive is the new modern thing. So this is the new modern towel that you need to have.
They have an eco-friendly website.
Yes, they do.
Yes, we do.
I did have a question about that. You put up there this site is eco-friendly. Is there a website that's not eco-friendly?
I would say no at this time, no.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure. Now I can put this on my...
You're going to put this on yours?
I'm going to put it on my site.
It's to your benefit.
I like the shopping cart picture, though. It's pretty cool, though.
I know, it's so cute.
I want to get in it and ride the shopping cart. So
you get in and I'll push. It'll be downhill.
I'm cool with that.
Hill.
That would be fun. That would be fun. So you can order Palm Tree Edition, Starfish Edition, coolest towel ever. Okay? If you're a surfer, if you're a mom, if you're a kid, if you're a teenager, if you like going to the beach, if you like going to the lake, if you like going to seven baseball games, no matter what it is, this towel is for you, and it's only $19.99 plus shipping and handling. That is nothing, people. This is a 34 by 70 towel. That is nothing. Go to samsecured.com. There's other ways to contact which are on the site. You certainly could call, but you're better off with emailing as well. And make it happen. Be the first one on your block. I know I will be. And we know Rebel will be. I'm not sure what she's going to do with her towels, but she is ordering them now.
Baseball game.
So, thanks for listening. Stay tuned. Up
Thank
next,
you, everyone.
we have Pet Health Cafe.